Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Mr. IQprof and today we are starting episode number 2 of IQcommunity. We are here standing on a little hill I've ended the previous episode of IQcommunity at, and I have played for more than 1338 minutes, which means that I've played for more than, divided by 60, 22.3 hours exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, I've played for more than 22.3 hours exactly since the previous episode of IQcommunity, which is frankly quite a lot of time, and in that time I have done a lot to this base, and I've also done a lot to my inventory and outfit. As you can see, I've gotten myself a diamond pickaxe and an elytra. So let me turn around and I'll show you what I've done to the base. I've gotten myself 4 different starter food farms. Wheat, beetroot, carrot, and potatoes. Behind that we have got a sugarcane farm. And let me just walk up to our base. We've gotten ourselves a little enchanting table with a grindstone and anvil, a little furnace array over here with lots of illager, pillager, and vindicator heads, and we've also gotten ourselves a little temporary storage over here. So I've moved all that junk storage over there and I've sorted it in different chests. And of course I've gotten myself elytras, shulker boxes I mean, from Enraids. And here in front of me you can see the start of the foundation of the future house we are going to build in this episode. So let me go back and I'll show you what I'm going to build. So right here is going to be the foundation. It's going to support a big structure on top of that, which is about 3 stories high. And on top of that we have a nice rounded roof with lots of greenery flowing down, growing on top of the roof, which is going to look absolutely amazing. I've already gotten the build designed in creative mode, so let me pop over to the creative world and I'll show you what we are going to create in this episode after I've shown you more progress of what I've done in these 22 hours. So when we pop through the nether, you can see we've gotten ourselves quite the nether portal system built already. So here is my nether portal. When we go down here, we can find ourselves a portal which leads towards the end dungeon, which is located over here. And I guess you've all seen the end dungeon already when we are going to create a quite a nice place out of that portal area. I will show you it once more. And let's just pop through the top and I will show you the rest of the portals and where they lead to. So when we walk down this little cobblestone road, we can find ourselves a little portal located next to it, which is the portal towards the spawn point. And this is the place where I've actually spawned in. It's at the village, but it's not quite a village anymore since there are no villagers left. They all got killed by pillagers, zombies, and other hostile mobs, and there aren't really any iron golems to protect them anymore. So this is the last villager we have. It's trapped in here, and this is our only good villager. It's the mending villager, and I absolutely love him, so let's keep him protected in case he dies. And here we have one more villager as well, who isn't really protected there. So when we walk off the cobblestone road, and there's my portal by the way, we can find ourselves another portal which leads toward Mr. Peter M. And we visited Mr. Peter M in the previous episode, but since that day quite a lot has changed. So when we just pop through towards the overworld, we can find ourselves a ginormous lighthouse, and as you can see it's looking pretty cool already. It's not finished if I'm right, but I'm sure Peter will finish it in the future. And next to that we can find his aquarium, all looking good and beautiful. It's got quite a lot of fish in there already, but not that many plants yet. So I'm sure Peter will fix that in the future. And when we look at his old base, not a lot has changed. Everything still looks the same. And if I'm right, Mr. Peter M was somewhere here jumping about, but oh, it looks like he's gone. Oh no, he's right there. What is he doing? Let's see. What art thou doing? That's strange. He's a sweet mending shovel. Oh yeah. Well, that's cool. We can see another soul creating good things on this server. So if you want to see more of Mr. Peter's base progress, then make sure to check out his YouTube channel by clicking on the link in the top right corner of your screen, or by going down in the YouTube description below and clicking on that link right there. So we're now standing in front of Yellow Mine Coal, his nether portal, and when we pop through the other side, we can see where Yellow, his future base, is going to be. So Yellow is colonizing a big island, a big Extreme Hills island, and I'll show you a screenshot of the place on a Minecraft map. So it's right here, and this is a central island in the middle of Brothers Bay, and that's actually the bay we're calling this sea, since we're all brothers from other mothers and we are playing on this server together like bros. And I think it's absolutely amazing that Yellow joined the server. I've played with him on previous servers before, and I think he's an absolutely beast, and I'm sure he'll build something amazing in this area. So this last portal goes towards an ice biome, and that isn't really special, so I'm just heading back towards my little base, and that's where we're going to build our house. So this is going to be the house that we are going to construct on the IQcommunity server. As you can see, it looks pretty nice from all angles, and we're making use of the new 1.14 lantern blocks, but when we look at it from this side, it looks a bit awkward since the mountain it is built on isn't really the right size, and it looks a bit like the house is supporting the mountain instead of the mountain supporting the house. But on the IQcommunity server, that isn't really going to be a problem. So let's pop on over to the IQcommunity server and start constructing this baby. Alright, a couple of minutes later and we have finished the base of our house, and as you can see, it looks pretty nice. So let's fly around it to see all angles, and as you can see, it isn't really connected with the mountain yet, but that's something we'll terraform in later once the house is finished. And yeah, to be honest, it isn't really something special, so let's just crack on with the first. So the first and second floor are now in place, and as you can see, it still looks pretty square and weird without a roof. So once we get the roof on there, everything will start coming together, and after that we'll start adding decorations like the lantern blocks and the weird fence posts hanging off the building. And then I guess we're done. And the last thing then after that, what we have to do is terraform the building with the mountain, but that's something that should be quite easy to do. Alright, the roof is now in place, and as you can see, everything is looking pretty good. We now have to fill in this part over here, and after that we can call this house almost finished. And last thing we have to do then is get these little fence posts hanging off the building to make it more rustic feeling, and get the leaves in place and all the lanterns as well. Alright, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The house is now complete, so let's fly around it and we can see it from all the angles. So here we have this side, the right side of the house. Here we have the front side. And here we have the left side. So now it is time for us to finally get in all those decorations, those fence posts, to make it look more complete. So ladies and gentlemen, after a few days of hard work, I finally managed to finish the house. As you can see, when we fly around it, it looks pretty good, except the sides of the roof, and that is because it looks quite flat and there's nothing in there to break it up apart from a few vines we have here. But yeah, that's something that we'll do in the future. We'll definitely improve this roof. Anyways, let me talk to you what I've done in the meantime. I've actually started off with getting myself lots and lots of lanterns to place on the sides of the house to light it up in the night so we can see it from a distance, and it looks very nice and bright in the night. And after that, I've actually created all these leaves you can see over here, these vines, that took an extraordinary amount of time, since creating vines with leaves in survival mode is definitely a challenge. And last but not least, I've also terraformed in the house into the cliffs, so it integrates quite well into the cliffs. But I think I've actually got to terraform the whole mountain to make it look more realistic and beautiful, since this part over here looked rather ugly, if I do say so myself. So do I have something more to talk about? Oh yeah, so the inside of the house hasn't really changed at all. It still consists out of a bunch of cliff sides, and as you can see by just looking at it, it isn't finished at all. I've only done the outside for now, since that was the focus of this episode, and I wasn't really feeling like in decorating the interiors. So yeah, that's basically what we've done in this episode. We have started off with a little bit of an explanation to why everything in this base has changed, and after that we just got building, and it took me, I don't know, 2 weeks to finish this build, or at least the episode you're watching right now has been recorded over a course of 2 weeks, which is pretty long, and that means that some clips do not really tie in as well to other clips, since I've basically forgotten what I've said in previous clips, and that's the case right now. But I do hope you've enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to hit the like button to share your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for further episodes of IQ Community. My name is IQprof, and as always, I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.